President-elect Joe Biden. It is bad news for Donald Trump, who has continued to make sweeping and so far unproven accusations of vote rigging. But none of the Trump team's claims has yet reached a court, and no evidence has been released to back them. Greg Jennett reports from Washington.
Right up.
Democracy, it's said, dies in darkness. An attorney's hair colour?
This had to be planned in advance.
It leaches out very publicly, right when the Trump legal team's laying out its colourful case of a tainted election.
Dictators, corporations, you name it, everybody's against us except President Trump.
Sworn statements were raised as often as the hanky to claim there are pathways to a Trump victory if courts might accept that electronic voting systems were manipulated by foreign communists, or that mail-in ballots were systematically rorted in the hundreds of thousands by Democrats.
President Trump won by a landslide. We are going to prove it.
None of the claims has been tested, and the president has a backup in case they never are. He's expected to call state Republicans from places like Michigan to ask their legislatures to certify that he won the state, even though he didn't.
He will go down in history as being one of the most irresponsible presidents in American history.
Donald Trump's made only 2 public statements since election night. One of those was to provide an update on coronavirus vaccines. Beyond that, he's had almost nothing to say on the severity of the pandemic. By contrast, Joe Biden's holding frequent and very public events to offer assurances about his intention to provide national leadership. The president-elect summoned governors to discuss money, masks and vaccine distribution.
Hang on, I'm on my way.
Many states can't wait with rising caseloads. New York's schools are shut, restaurants will be next, and the annual mass interstate migration for Thanksgiving next week.
I think that any unnecessary travel should be avoided.
Public health advice is to stay at home, with hampers for the needy to give thanks for small mercies. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Washington.
Back home, the federal government has released a roadmap for